Hello, this is Barry Auchettl in Australia, and I'm talking to Vincent McMahon from Ireland. Welcome, Vincent.
Hi, Barry. How are you doing today?
Oh, look, I'm actually pretty excited because a bit of a buzz in the air, so to speak, because we're actually about to talk about an over 50s buzz. Vincent, can you share with us, please, what is an over 50s buzz?
An over 50s buzz is, where we don't agree with the common view of pigeonholing over 50s, and we say that there's a lot more left in the tank. The science is that we have another 40 to 50 years in us. So, a lot of my friends feel like we're out of college, but we've got a lot more experience and, ready to live our lives now. And we've also, either looked after everybody else, paid for everybody else, and now, we need to, we've lots to do, so there is a huge buzz, and just want to share that buzz.
No, look, that's awesome, because we have the same thing here in Australia where, politicians are making the retirement age from 65 to 70, and people are getting to 50, 55, 60 thinking, I've only got 3 years left, only got 4 years left to some sort of mythical retirement. And even the government's pushing that backwards. And people are saying, I can't keep doing what I'm doing for another 10 years or for an extra 5 years, there's got to be something else to life than this. And I think really what you're saying is about that, isn't it? It's about making the most of life, not enduring life.
Absolutely. I think there's always something niggling along inside us that we want to do, but a lot of us don't get a chance. I definitely didn't get a chance to do it while I had, a mortgage, my children, the whole lot. So you don't really get a chance to live a lot of those aspects of your life that fuel you. So now, obviously, it's a time to create space in your life as well to put, I had to put me back in my life, it's like on that plane where they say, put your own oxygen mask on first, so I have to do that, and create that space and then begin to live a life and also be a role model for my children where, I firmly believe they can't live their dreams unless I'm living my dream, that's the true role model.
Well, that's awesome. Look, I can relate that with my kids because I've got 2 of my 3 kids are entrepreneurs, and they're, it's great to see them doing what they're doing and taking those extra risks and really living their passion. And, part of that old model for me is I should be a certain way, like I should operate a certain model or a certain way. If I do that, everyone will be happy. And it never sort of panned out that way. It's sort of almost like, the more unauthentic I became, it was almost rubbed off on everyone else. And what I really hear you saying is that part of looking after me is also about being authentic, not only to me, but to everyone around me.
Yeah. And I guess you can only be authentic to yourself, and definitely, I think everybody knows, I definitely know what it's like to be inauthentic and, to be either leaning in to, other relationships and situations in your life, or leaning away from things just because you just had too much of it. So it's, trying to be in your center, and really trying to just be you in it all, I think is really, really difficult. So when you get into your, late 40s, early 50s, you begin to I think, get a better sense of who you are, and then you have that chance to live that second life in a hugely more expansive way. Yeah.
And I think the idea of coming together as a community and sharing that with each other and sharing these dreams with each other, to me, makes it more real and more vibrant than sitting at home saying, I wish I could do this, or, coming together and saying, gee, how can we make these dreams a reality?
Well, the fact that we're on this call came from, the 2 of us meeting in Australia. So, Ireland's a long way from Australia. And that is the connection, the connection that we can have today with technology, with flights. We can really build a huge community of people who are up for life and up for the fact that they are wisdom keepers. We have a lot of wisdom. We've got a lot of experience. And so, we need to share that. I really do feel we've got a lot to share. and a lot of fun as well. Like we have a lot of fun together, Barry. You did beat me in tennis, but there was fun involved up to the last few points.
Up to the last few points, and I guess actually really interesting that whole switch, I guess, between competitive stuff, which is fun, but also shifting to a more collaborative approach, where we both actually get better at it, and I really think this collaboration is the way that we're moving in the future, and I'm excited by that. Collaborating with someone from Ireland, the other side of the world, because I believe what you've got to offer is going to make far better what we both offer individually. And I'm excited about the practical stuff that's going to come across for people, practical skills for how to move forward, practical skills for how to live in life, really.
Yeah, I guess I'm exactly with you on that. Like, for me, it's really important at 9 o'clock in the Monday morning, what do you do? How do you translate it into real things that you can do, and not just have it as, yes, we can inspire by sharing, but there are things that we can actually do to help us along the way.
Yeah, and I know both of us have really had to come from fairly tough situations and move forward. So we've actually had to live that situation, and I really admire for you that, and I know I've had sort of struggles that I've had to work through as well, and this is about being real and about being real with reality, and what can we do to make what do we do to make our dreams real?
Yeah, I mean, totally. Nobody believes you unless you have the experience, unless you've been really through life's struggles, and very few people get away without having them, in whatever form or shape they take. So yeah, I wouldn't believe anybody else listening to them if they hadn't, had the rubber on the road and really driven that car in those struggles, So
sure. So can you just let us know the website, please, Vincent, for people to find out more?
It's actually strange, the website. I was doing over 50s, and all the normal websites like .com or .org or whatever it was going. And the woman I was getting to do the website, she said, you can actually get a .buzz extension for your websites, and it was just an automatic. We've just got to go over 50 .buzz, like
so cool.
it was so, yeah. So it's www.over, OVER, 50s for sugar, .buzz, BUZZ.
Okay, check it out. Vincent and I are going to be in Australia in January. Come and check that out. We also look like being at a place around the world next year, all around the world, but certainly with the internet, as we're saying, we could be in your lounge rooms really easy by simply going to the over50s.buzz. Thanks, Vincent.
Thanks a lot, Barry. Great to talk to you again.